Good evening and welcome to the vlog. I did start the vlog on Sunday even though it's already evening. But yeah, I edited the vlog that goes up today this morning, and it took quite some time. I don't know, sometimes I'm really slow with the editing. But yeah, so that was pretty much my morning, including some reading, which I come to next, and then we just did some relaxing as a family. My partner, myself, and the dog. And yeah, which is why I'm only now getting the camera out. And yeah, let's talk about what I've read today. First of all, I made my way further into The Way of Kings. Still enjoying it. Really interesting story. I'm now 330 pages into it. So this is what I still have to read, so it's a little bit less than half, but I'm taking my time with it because I enjoy taking my time with it, so why not, you know? And then I started the Kaiju Preservation Society, and what I didn't know, but that has maybe something to do that I didn't really know Godzilla and stuff. I think Kaiju is the word for like monsters like Godzilla. I might be wrong, but it's used in this context in the novel. And yeah, this is a really interesting novel. I would say it's kind of comparable to Jurassic Park, only that you have like a parallel Earth and Godzilla-like creatures. But yeah, it's really action-packed, really interesting. I'm really enjoying the characters. So yeah, I'm, well, nearly halfway through. Like not like a little bit less than halfway through. Really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm really happy to continue with those two tomorrow. And then I also started an audiobook, which I did start yesterday evening after I already finished the other work, which is Casino Royale by Ian Fleming, I think it is. The first of the James Bond novels. Actually, I found it through my library, and I did try to buy those books and like the vintage versions, but they are really expensive, and so I thought, why not just listen to it, you know? At the moment it's pretty much just gambling in audiobook form. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying listening to that as well, so I'm gonna now continue to listen to that, and then I'm gonna work on my puzzle some more to relax for the evening. And yeah, tomorrow I hope to finish this one tomorrow morning, so I can continue reading The Way of Kings throughout the day. That would be like my ideal plan for tomorrow, but we'll see. So much for start on Sunday. But yeah, I will see you on Monday bright and early. Good morning! It's now Monday. I finished the book already this morning, and I'm just about to start filming for Wednesday. But yeah, I thought I'd do a quick check-in. I finished the Kaiju Preservation Society. This was a really fun read. The author does describe it best himself, because in his acknowledgements, he said that he pretty much wanted to write a book that is like a pop song, which is like really easy, fun, not that long, not that hard, just a light-hearted read, and that is this. I gave it 4 stars. It's just really fun, you know? The book doesn't take itself too seriously. You have like quite a lot of like pop culture references in there, and yeah, it was just really fun, and I'm really happy that I picked it up. I definitely have to pick up more from this author. I've seen that he's written quite a few books. I just had never heard of him, so yeah, I will pick up some more from him because I'm really happy about like his writing style and the way he does it, and yeah, I'm really happy about that. And then I did read a little bit of The Way of Kings. I didn't get much farther, but like, yeah, I did start to continue this one. That was also, I nearly finished Casino Royale, the James Bond novel I'm listening to, but to be honest, torture scenes are really not my shit, you know. It's just, the torture scene is kind of a lot. I'm not enjoying it, but yeah, I have like an hour to listen to left or so, and yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't think that it's just that great of a novel, because to be honest, there isn't really much in there. Like, I know James Bond it's an action movie, and so it's an action novel, but honestly, he only is like gambling, and then he gets caught and tortured, and yeah, James Bond doesn't seem to be that good of an agent in that novel, so yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. At the moment, I'm like 3 stars. Like, to be honest, it's not the best action novel I've ever read, but yeah, it's nice to see where the James Bond movies have come from. But yeah, I'm now gonna go film my complete physical TBR. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that video, but you will have seen already, because hopefully I can get her up for Wednesday. It should be possible. It's Monday only, so that should probably be doable, but let's hope I can get it done. But yeah, I will probably talk to you a little bit later on. I do plan to finish the James Bond novel today, and then tomorrow morning I will read a good chunk of this one, hopefully. But yeah, I need to get going. Well, I finished listening to Casino Royale by Anne Fleming, and I have to say, the book James Bond really is one dumb guy. Like, he doesn't see the obvious, he isn't good at his job, and yeah, I gave it 3 stars. The first half of the book was just gambling, and the second half was just James Bond being tortured. And yeah, I mean, it was entertaining, but yeah, kinda, I don't know, it doesn't seem to have a lot in common with the films. But yeah, I'm happy I read it. But I don't think I'm gonna continue with the series, to be honest. The reviews made it seem like it doesn't get better, like it gets worse somehow, so yeah. No more James Bond for me, at least for the foreseeable future. I managed to film 2 videos today and completely rearrange my TBR bookcase. And yeah, get rid of my book stacks all over the room, which is actually quite nice. I'm thinking I might rearrange my room tomorrow. I have to like try stuff out, you know, but I'm kinda unhappy with how my room is set up. But yeah, whilst listening to James Bond, I finished my puzzle. I will give you like a quick look in a minute. But yeah, I have to say the Thomas Kincaid puzzles are really, really nice. Like, it's his paintings, and they look really, really nice. So now I have to look for the next puzzle I can do whilst listening for an audiobook. The next audiobook I picked is A Very Short History of Life on Earth. I personally really like those. I don't know, every once in a while I like to listen to something like that, like a humorous and like for everyone understandable retelling of how life started and how we've come to now. Yeah, so I thought it would be quite a nice change of pace from the other books, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading a little bit more of The Way of Kings tomorrow. But yeah, I won't read anything else today because I don't feel good, and yeah, I don't feel good. The motto of my life. I'm sorry if it annoys you, but yeah, being like having health problems chronically is kind of annoying at times, you know. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow with a brand new day, and yeah, let's see how much I can read tomorrow morning, because before my partner wakes up and the day starts. Good morning! It's Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, I thought I'd start the vlog. Let me sit down. You know, I'm currently editing, but I had to come down to get a clip of my TBR shelf. So I thought, why not start the vlog? You know, I'm down here already. I did quite a bit of reading for The Way of Kings. I now only have this part left, which are like 150 pages, so I will finish tomorrow, which like, I love it. Kaladin's story is just the best. I love it so much. The rest I'm not so sure about. I can't really understand the motives for a lot of the other people. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how it is going to play out, and I'm really happy that I did manage to make my way through, because like fantasy that is so big always really like intimidates me, and I'm really happy about getting forward with it and finishing it tomorrow, which like, yeah, it's really great. Yeah, I am on my second video, like editing my second video for today, and I will try to get both up, so one goes up tomorrow and then the other one is for next week. But yeah, I would like to have them both done today and out of my head, so I can focus on reading and yeah, doing some reorganization of my home, because I don't know, when I have like free time, like now, being that I don't have to work for the month, I like to start reorganizing and getting my home a little bit better, because I don't know, we have a lot of stuff that we have to sort out, and yeah, I have to get going with that. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a quick update. I don't know if I will read anything else today, maybe my audiobook, but we'll see. I would like to get a lot of done, and I still have to like probably an hour of editing in front of me, so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, just a quick update, and I will see you in the afternoon. Okay, I'm now starting to do a little bit of rearranging in my room and like a little bit of cleanup, and I thought, why not show you how it's looking at the moment. The bookshelves, like here, and then on that side, I won't move those. Just because, I mean, it's the only wall space where there can be shelves, so they will stay. But let me turn you around and go here. So if you look into the room, I have really shittily those two doors there, which are really annoying. But yeah, we have shelves on the left side, shelves on the right side here, and then here's like my sitting area, and then we have the desk and stuff. And so I really want to rearrange mainly like the layout of everything in the room. But yeah, so now you can kind of see where I'm normally sitting. There's a lot of dog stuff in here that I need to kind of sort out. But yeah, those two doors, I don't know. This room has 3 doors. Having 3 doors in the room is really sucky. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but I will try to make my best with the space that I have. So yeah, just a little overview, and now I'm cleaning up and trying to rearrange a little bit, and I will show you the finished result. And I will listen to my audiobook whilst I do that, just to get a little bit of audiobook in. And yeah, I will see you in hopefully a little bit. Shouldn't take too long, but we'll see. Okay, so I've now rearranged a few things. I still have one big problem. I have no idea how to get another bookcase in this room. So maybe anyone who's watching has an idea how to get a little bit more space for books in here. I don't really know how, but I think I'm a little bit happier with how it is now. I'm not 100% happy, but I think this room is quite hard when it comes to furniture, especially if you have so many bookcases on the wall. So let me show you how it is looking now. I'm gonna go back to the door. Okay, so now if you look into the room, I placed the desk over here on the right. So if you come in, you still have like the bookcases on the left, and my chair now is in front of the emergency exit door, where like a chair you can push quickly to the side, so I don't think that's a problem. And then you turn around and my desk is here right next to the bookcases. So if we go in and you turn around here, I have now this cozy nook here with the mirror, and then you have the desk and my small little side table here with like the TBR shelves together. And yeah, I have no idea how to get another bookcase in other than behind the desk, but I could pull the desk out a little bit, so that probably wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I personally thought about like putting a bookcase here. It's like from this wall in that direction. But I don't know if that would work, you know. But at the moment I don't need more space for books. So at the moment I don't really need more space for books. I do still have a little bit of space. But yeah, I'm trying to think ahead, and I would love to get a bookcase before books keep stacking up around here. So yeah, maybe if you have any idea how that could be done. I'm not really that great with like interior design and stuff. Yeah, I know I have space above the bookcases, but I'm such a small human. It's already annoying to reach the upper shelf. So yeah, I can't really reach about the bookshelves, and so I would need like a ladder or stuff, or like a step stool. And yeah, to be honest, I would love to put another bookcase somewhere before I do that. But yeah, I'm a little bit happier with the room now, so we'll see. Also, I might probably put this away. My partner was really lovely and bought me like a keyboard for, I think, a few Christmases ago. But to be honest, at the moment I don't have the time to play it or to really learn how to play it. Like, I know a little bit, but not that much. And yeah, it's kind of a little bit of space wasted with it standing there, so I might have to put that somewhere else for the moment. But yeah, I'm now gonna go ahead, do a little bit of gaming and relax a little bit before having to go out with the dog again. I don't know, I'm really tired and done today, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully I can find something to cheer me up a little bit, but I will see you, I don't know. And maybe later on, maybe tomorrow, we'll see if I have anything to tell you. I don't know, sometimes I think these aren't really that interesting, but to be honest, I enjoy watching vlogs where people are home and only do stuff at home, so... Okay, let's talk about The Way of Kings. I just finished part 1. Man, this book. I loved it, reading it, to be honest. I really, really enjoyed the book. But at the same time, I do have a few problems with it, which are mainly my problems. But yeah, first of all, I loved it. Favorite character, by far Kaladin. He's so great as a character. Yeah, just like, I want to know more about him, like more about his upbringing, what he did. I mean, I'm pretty sure we will get to know more about him in the second half, because like there's some of his upbringing sprinkled in there. But yeah, I absolutely love him. But there are other characters. I have a few problems with Dalina. It is a really good like family dynamic thing. But yeah, I'm so annoyed at his sons and how they treat him that, yeah, I'm getting annoyed at them. And yeah, our son Shannon, I don't know what to think about her, to be honest. I think there isn't enough explained about her and her siblings that I can really make myself an opinion about. I just got a package, so I totally forgot what I was talking about because I had to go to the door and the damn postman took his time. Yeah, I think the weakest character at this point is Shannon, to be honest. I need to know more about her. I don't have enough information. That said, this is only half of the complete book, which, like, that is half, you kidding me? So yeah, that obviously we're probably gonna hear more about her in the second half, but that I haven't read yet, so you know. Willst du auf den Stuhl kommen? Komm hier. Komm. Komm, so ist fein. Yeah, but oh, I don't even know what do I rate it. I'm really struggling if I should give it 4 or 5 stars because I really enjoyed the book. But I also struggled with remembering all of the characters just because we have like, what, 4 or 5 different perspectives and there are a lot of people. Like, just alone all of the people in Caladan's side of the story, so it was really hard for me to remember everyone, and then when I came back to her character to actually, like, not have forgotten half of the people that we got to know in the story that weren't our main characters, so that was kinda hard for me, but that is totally a me thing. I struggle with names, it's just that. So I don't know if it should actually factor into my rating of the book. Because, you know, if you don't have problems with memory when it comes to names, you don't have the problem. So yeah. I just have to say I'm incredibly happy that I finally read the book. I won't read part 2 directly now, just because I have some other books that I want to read, and yeah. I don't know. I think I will try to start it at the end of the month. Once I've finished kind of my TBR for the month, because I don't have that many books left. And I mean, it's only the 14th today, so I have like more than half the month, probably the half the month left. So yeah, that is really great. I'm so sad that I don't always have so much time like now because I get so much reading done and I'm having such a great reading month. And I just know once I go back to work that I won't have that great of reading time anymore just because I don't have the time as I have now, which I'm already kind of sad about, to be honest. I mean, I have to work, like, you know, that's normal. And I wouldn't not want to work, you know, but sometimes I'm kind of sad about not having the time to read as much as I want to. You know what? I'm giving it 5 stars. Because it was an epic fantasy that I thoroughly enjoyed. There wasn't a part where I wanted to be like, no, I don't want to read anymore, I don't want to continue, you know? Like, I told you, oh, I don't know if I told you in this video, but I started reading Elantris. I'm like halfway through Elantris, which as far as I know is his first published novel. And I'm struggling so hard to get through that book, even though I love the story. There are just parts that I feel are like too long, and Elantris is kind of as long as part 1 of The Way of Kings, so half the width, half the length that The Way of Kings actually is. And even in like 600 pages of The Way of King, I didn't ever feel like, oh, this is taking too long, you know? So yeah, I will give it 5 stars. Let's just do it like that, you know? Also, I'm gonna tell you in a minute what I'm reading next, I decided I need a really small book for tomorrow, just because the other 3 books I have still on my TBR for this month. No, technically 4 books, but I don't know about the secret history, to be honest. I'm not in the mood for it. But yeah, the other 3 are all like, I don't know, 300 to 600, and so I want something really small for tomorrow. And then I hate it. You know what? Sorry, I'm bouncing all over today. I just did the star rating for Goodreads, and I hate it when people put the wrong page number there, because I love statistics. It's something I really enjoy. And seeing the wrong page statistic really annoys me, to be honest. So yeah, somehow somebody put 544 pages for The Way of Kings 1, but my book ends at 602. So that definitely isn't the right amount of pages, but well, what can you do, right? Can't change the page number. Yeah, let me get the book I'm gonna read next. Oh, sorry. Okay, I've decided after an epic fantasy there needs to be sci-fi. And so I'm really interested in reading this, A Maze of Death by Philip K. Dick. I picked this in last week, so it's in last week's blog. And it's like under 200 pages, and it's a really classical sci-fi. You have 10 people who are sent to like this planet. Oh, not 10 people, 14 people, who are sent to an uninhabited planet to colonize it, and yeah, the world is way more dangerous than thought, and obviously I would assume that it has something to do with really big insects. But yeah, I'm really interested to read this, and I think like switching genres after such big books is kind of nice to like cleanse your palate, especially all 3 other books, except for The Secret History, I have yet to read this month, are fantasy books, so I really need some sci-fi in between. So I will pick this one up either later today or just tomorrow. If I read it tomorrow, I'll probably finish it tomorrow morning, like in one sitting. But yeah, I think that will be nice. Pick up to the living room and do some gaming and a little bit of kitchen organizing. I'm reorganizing my kitchen because I'm just annoyed with how it is, and it needs to be done, you know, and I'm at home and I have the free time, so I feel like I can't use all of my time to read, and I do have to do some reorganizing of my home. Good morning. I just got ready for the day. My hair is still wet, and yeah, I thought I'd do a quick check-in before going up and doing some gaming. I pretty much ran through this book this morning. I have like 30 pages left. It's A Maze of Death by Philip K. Dick. I'm still waiting for the maze to show up. There isn't a maze in here. I don't know why it's called A Maze of Death. Yeah, there's a lot of death, but it's pretty much a book about a lot of people. There are 14 or 15 people, and all of them pretty much have like problems or are like outsiders. Like one woman is like addicted to pills, and then they have a doctor there. There's a guy who is a hypochondriac, and like someone who thinks he's ill all of the time, even though he doesn't really have the symptoms for it. And then you have a woman who wants to pretty much have every man in there, even if the men don't agree with it. And you have the two people, like a couple, who the woman is really horrible to her husband, and her husband just thinks he's a loser. And you know, it's like that kind of people. And somehow they all land there together in some spacecrafts who only can fly one way. So they all get there in ships who can fly one way and only can carry 2 people, and they have no way off of the planet. And then people start dying. And yeah, that's pretty much the book. To be honest, I'm only missing 30 pages and I have no idea what happened here. There isn't really like, you have a lot of like theories from the people what is happening, and they think like terror is involved, and you have a lot of religion in here because pretty much they have planets where gods are living and you can actually pray to those like electronically, send them a message, a prayer, and hopefully they hear you. They are supposed to be gods, so they have proof that God exists, and then one of the people is an atheist, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of like religious stuff, like none of our religions, you know, it's a religion, a sci-fi religion. But yeah, it's really interesting, but I don't know what to make of this book, to be honest. Maybe the last 30 pages will like clear everything up. I also don't know this one, never themed there. Yeah, it's already interesting. I will continue to read this one later in the day, and then I will give you like my rating and what I thought about it, and might talk about it in a little bit more detail. But yeah, it's a really quick read. Like, I have to give it that. Like, it's really interesting to read and it really holds your attention. So, I mean, it is good in that aspect, even if I don't really understand what is happening. I'm also kind of cold still, even though I'm already wearing like 2 layers, because it's incredibly cold here. We have like minus 10 degrees Celsius, which is really cold. And the dog has to go out, and so I'm kind of like cold the whole day. But yeah, so I finished The Maze of Death. That ending, I didn't see it coming. It was really great. I've given it 4 stars. In all honesty, I don't really know why it's called The Maze of Death. I don't think that title is particularly fitting. There's a lot of death in here, but I don't know. I don't really would compare it to Maze, you know? Yeah, I can't really say much without spoiling you this book, and to be honest, I don't want to spoil it. I would recommend to read it. I didn't see the end coming. The whole world of this book is really interesting. As I said, with these gods that are there, and just the ending. I had a few theories. None of these were true, so yeah, maybe I'm just bad at theories about books, you know. But yeah, it was really great. The one thing you have to know, if you haven't read a Philip K. Dick book, he has really stilted dialogue. I don't mind it. I, for one, not the best when it comes to talking to people. But yeah, if you can't deal with that, then I would say that maybe it's not for you, because they sometimes the sentences they say are just really weird, but it kind of works for me. Yeah, it was incredibly interesting, and the ending was just really good. Like, I really enjoyed the ending. Yeah, it's just, I'm really happy with it. I thought for some time I was like, oh, I don't understand the story, but it was for a reason that I didn't understand the story, so I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. It did work out in the end. Yeah, I would really recommend this if you like classic sci-fi. And like, I mean, he has written To Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, which was filmed as Blade Runner, and he also written the idea the people used for Total Recall. So yeah, if you like things like that, I would really recommend it. Pick it up. It's a really short novel, but it was really fun to read. Like a really good one-day read to get like yeah. It's a really dark novel as well, so you have to be fine with that. I mean, it is called A Maze of Death, you know, but it is a dark novel. It has a lot of themes that are like, I don't know, hopelessness and hope, but like also like the unknown and stuff, and feeling like you're being watched and stuff like that. So yeah, there's quite a lot of dark themes in here, but it works really well. It's really interesting. To be honest, I really enjoy his books. Yeah. I'm now gonna go play some Final Fantasy, and then I'm not sure if I will pick up anything else today. I might finish my audiobook. I probably will finish my audiobook and will talk to you about that. But yeah, I probably won't do any more reading today. I mean, finishing one book for me is totally fine. But yeah, really happy with that book. I'm really happy I picked it up. I definitely have to pick up more from him. I just thought that he has like, I don't know, 50 novels or so that he has written, and I've now read one short story collection and 2 books from him, so I have a lot to pick up on, and yeah, I will really happily do that. Good morning! I wanted to check in with you yesterday, but I didn't feel up to it. I just wasn't quite the bad mood yesterday, I don't know why. But yeah, I thought better not check in whilst I'm really not in the happiest mood. Yeah, so I'm doing a check-in now. I'm feeling a little bit better this morning. I thought I'd do a quick check-in, which also probably will be the only one today, maybe, because I just bought God of War, the first one, and so I will be probably be gaming the rest of the day, because I really look forward to getting to play God of War, and yeah, I will probably spend the rest of the day playing that. But yeah, I finished the audiobook yesterday. It's called A Very Short History of Life on Earth, 4.6 billion years in 12 pithy chapters by Henry G. And I gave it 4 stars. It pretty much delivers what it promises. It is a very, very short history. It was like 6 hours long as an audiobook, which I think isn't that long. And it was just a really short, rough overview about life on Earth and what probably happened, and some explanations for fossils and stuff. And it was a really great overview. I really liked it. I don't think... Well, I haven't read anything yet that came close to Sapiens for me. For me, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind is just my favorite when it comes to that, but I haven't read that many non-fiction books about our history, so yeah, there might be better out there, but I don't know them. So yeah, I finished that one yesterday, and then I started listening to The Lord of the Rings, the second book, because I couldn't get the first one by my, from my library because it was already given out. And as I know that story by heart, I just went and got the second one and listened to it, because it's really like it's a comfort read for me, so yeah. And then I started this book, which is The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. And I read 140 pages this morning, which is like a little bit, maybe a third of the book? Yeah, roughly. It's about, our main character is deaf, and she gets a scholarship to like I think it's called Godbold University, but yeah, she gets a scholarship there because she has special abilities, and the university teaches its student to travel between places pretty much, like making doors to go through, like not real doors, but like splits in the universe, and then traveling from one place to another. And yeah, she struggles a lot at the beginning because somehow all of her teachers didn't get the message that she's deaf, and she also doesn't want to tell them so they don't feel embarrassed, which like okay, I can understand. I'm also quite socially awkward and I don't like to confront people. But yeah, she's kind of at the beginning ruining her whole like learning with it because she can't understand everything. She has cochlear implants, I think they're pronounced that. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I have no idea what they're called in German, so yeah. She has those, but if it's too loud in a room, she still can't understand much, which like, yeah. I mean, she hasn't a lot of hearing, so yeah, that's true. But I think, I don't know how realistic that is, that somebody just wouldn't at all remind the people that she can't hear. But yeah, and then she has this boy she pulled out of a lake when she was a kid, and he's also at the university. And yeah, it's the whole drama. Like, I think it's pretty much enemies to lover kind of thing, but he really likes her, but he isn't allowed technically to be near her because of some reason, and yeah, it's all a lot of mystery. But yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it, even though that might not sound like it, but yeah, I was kind of... I did sit there and just like read the 140 pages like in one go. It was really interesting. So yeah, I will probably continue with that one tomorrow. And if I do any reading today, it will probably be The Lord of the Rings that I listen to more. But yeah, I will mostly I will mostly play God of War today. So I don't know if I will talk to you again today, but we'll see. Hi! Somehow the last 2 days have just really gotten away from me. It's Saturday evening now, and I just wanted to end the vlog and do like a quick last check-in. I didn't finish another book, but I'm quite far into the Whispering Dark now. I have like 130 pages left, like a third of the book. I'm still enjoying it, though I do have to say that the story is quite convoluted. I don't know. I think the characters act dumber than they should. But to be honest, I think that happens quite a bit, you know? You want to make it dramatic, and for me the book is too dramatic. It's a little bit over the top, you know? But I'm still enjoying the book. Sometimes I feel like the author forgets the hearing loss, because you have like scenes where she like talks pretty much like every other person and there isn't any problem, and then in the next scene there's talked like the setting hasn't changed, but she then has problems even though nothing changed, just that a little bit of time went by or so, you know? So I can't really tell you how that is. But yeah, I will finish that tomorrow, so for my final thoughts you will have to wait for next week's vlog. I'm really sorry, but yeah, I took these last 2 days really slow. I'm a little bit struggling with like my mental health. It happens, especially since like around the holidays I don't have like a really happy family when it comes to that, and so yeah, I was in a little bit of a bad mood these last 2 days, so I didn't really film anything, you know, because I don't think that needs to be aired out, how I behave when I'm in a bad mood. So yeah, I will now continue listening to The Lord of the Rings, because that is really comforting for me, and I will do some puzzling, and yeah, my day will end with that, like we have already quite late. And I'm looking as rough as I feel, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I mean, I did at least finish 5 books this week, so I'm still really happy with my reading. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Maybe leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!